Hi everybody, welcome back. It's Try 24/7. We're at the end of the second day now. We're all fighting to stay alive. We're all still in good spirits, and this afternoon we're joined by Gail Vickers and Rich Sumpter, and they race for Team USN. And this afternoon they're going to tell us all about their racing and about the team, and we're just going to chat about triathlon. So Gail, you start, ladies first. So you raced long last year, and now you're going back down a little bit.
Yeah, I did the long course, did the World Championships in Nevada, in Las Vegas, and this year I've decided to go back down to Sprint Olympic, and I'm going to try and qualify for my age group for New Zealand.
Right, so that's unusual in that most athletes, once they've made the step to longer distances, sort of tend to stay there. So why have you decided to go back a bit?
I really enjoyed the long training, but I think I'm more suited to the short sprint style of it, and I want to do well at the sprint distance.
Okay, it doesn't seem to take up quite as much of your time, does it?
Yeah, really? I'm trying to fit it in with work as well. I think it's a bit more suitable.
Okay, what sort of job do you do?
I'm a part-time teacher, but I'm also a personal trainer. So I'm trying to fit all the training in with work as well, which can be quite difficult.
And personal training, I mean, I started out, as a personal trainer, and it's mentally you have to give a lot of energy to people, but you're on your feet, you're trying to motivate them all the time. It's energy sapping.
Very much so.
People will be listening to this and going, "Oh, dry your eyes, both of you." But it is actually quite hard work when you then got to go out and do some training yourself afterwards.
Yeah, no, definitely. That's why I think this year it's a good focus on doing the shorter distance and doing it well. Yeah, and getting the good quality training in.
Okay, and Rich, you're moving up from age group to pro now. We had a conversation yesterday with Tamsin Lewis about that particular subject. So
it's going to be hard.
Yeah, have you tell us why you decided to make that jump?
I did for the past few years, because I started off really overweight and lost a lot of weight, and then started getting some decent results. And last year I won the National Sprint Championships, won a lot of other races throughout the year, had a crack at the Super Series, and thought it might be, give it a go, sort of see how things can go. Not really suited to drafting races, because my swim's quite poor by Darden and standards, just nowhere near them.
Yeah.
But then I'm a strong cyclist, so I thought, a race like a TriStar with a big emphasis on the bike should be perfect. Hopefully, get some good results. Not going to be the same number of wins as last year. It's going to be a lot harder, and mentally I think it might be quite tough, sort of coping with not coming anywhere near the front compared to the last sort of races. But it's against a much stronger field.
Have you kept your job then, or have you decided to go full time? You really made the break.
Full time.
Yeah.
I was a teacher like Gail, but it didn't really fit in with training. It took me an hour to get to work, hour back, and not massively long hours like some jobs. But now I've given up completely, moving to Europe as well to train in the south of France. So it's a nice environment there. It's good weather, lots of mountains to train in, and hopefully go around the French circuit as well and have a crack at some of those.
Okay, so if you don't mind me asking, then you've given up work, so no income coming in.
Not currently.
Is it a 2 or 3 year plan that you've got for yourself? Or?
Well, there's a good sort of up to 5-6 years really. I'm thinking pro. We have got a business venture in France that we'll be doing as well. That should hopefully bring some money in.
You've got a big audience.
I know. How did we're hoping we're setting up a training camp.
Is this you and?
Not me and Gail, no. It's not my wife. Me and my wife setting up a training camp in South France called Triathlon. Called Triathlon.
Okay.
It sounds a bit like triathlon, but it's actually then with the department name.
Okay.
So we're going to be running camps out there with sports testing on site as well. Tomorrow as a physiologist. But that will allow me then a chance to train, bring in some obviously to supplement it. I'm looking at long 5-6 year plan. Ultimately I'd love to get to Hawaii and have a decent go there, but really in the next 2 years see how I go. And if I don't commit to it fully now, I'll never know.
How old are you now?
I'm 30.
Right.
But I've come into it very late on because I was sort of 17.5 stone and then I lost a lot of weight. So it's only really been sort of 2 years that I've actually been training properly.
See, I think you could make a career for yourself, not as a triathlon coach, because that would be competition for me.
It would, yes.
but you could be a motivation speaker. That journey from where you were to where you're at now,
it's a big difference.
Is a fantastic motivator.
Yeah.
Corporate speaking pays far better than triathlon coaching.
It's probably better than triathletes as well.
And you know, that will be, you know, Fat Man to Pro Triathlete Man will be a perfect book.
It would be quite good. I'm not sure how many would read it, but
well, there is a guy out there that's has he written Can't Swim, Can't Bike, Can't Run.
Yeah, I think, yeah.
There's a friend of mine. I'm going to say that he died last year. Sadly, passed away suddenly. But when I first met him, he was 25 years ago. He had been an ex-professional darts player. He was 18, 19 stone.
Oh my god!
And then he took up cycling, and then he took up triathlon, and then he went and did an Ironman. And he actually carved out a nice career for himself, doing motivation talks to people who, yeah, because in the triathlon world we all tend to think that everyone does it, but of course it's a very, very small community.
It is, yeah.
And out there, people look at you and go, "Man, you must be mad."
Yeah,
that's really. There's a lot of mileage there. That people would love to hear that story.
I've actually done an article for Outdoor Fitness.
Yeah.
And kind of in my head, I think it's my own fault I got fat. You know, but yeah.
But it's your decision, and you made the change, and that's the thing. It's about what was the catalyst.
I can tell what that was. It was my wife.
Yeah.
Because she's always been very slender, and she was with me when I was at my heaviest at uni, and she said, you know, you want to do some running. So I liked to do a bit, but you know, went very purple. And she went, "You're too fat to do it, really." And I was like,
is she from Yorkshire, your wife?
She's from Northampton, no, but it was a good. Yeah, we were in Sheffield at the time, so it was a nice Northampton.
Yeah.
And I was like, "I'm not fat, I'm just big boned." But 17.5 stone when you're sort of 5'5", it's a little bit too heavy. So I dropped it over a long period of time. You know, so I thought, right, I need to make my diet changes, did more training, then just sort of went from there.
Yeah.
And I was a participant in my wife's dissertation, and my VO2 was quite high naturally, and it was that as well. I thought, yeah, I've got a decent engine, you know, genetically, so I thought I'll give it a go as well. It just gives that extra drive when you got something else. I think lose a bit of weight, have a go.
There's an athlete in here, let him out.
That's it. And you know, last year I think was the sort of culmination of all the races I've done. And when I won the nationals at Speedy Beaver, it was quite a hard race because I was like 40th out the swim or something stupid.
Yeah.
And I was like, this is a bad start to the day. But then I managed to came to T2 in second place.
Yeah.
So I was like, game on.
It's a great story. That really is.
Quite fun. And you probably don't remember, yeah, my first triathlon camp was in 2004.
Right.
With you and Jack.
Right.
And my wife.
We were at the start of it. The Brownlees,
That's it.
Sumpter. You know, we were there.
All the big names, isn't it?
Yeah.
But she wrote a little thing for my birthday present, and it said, you know, I believe in you, and you're going to be a good athlete one day. And it's come around. It was that first tri camp. I thought, give it a go. Broke my chain on the mountain bike, but you know, luckily it never happened since.
All right, so Gail, yeah, I can see Gail was actually, that's good. See that story.
I like it. I'm feeling it.
Yeah, good.
So choking you up a little tear.
Yeah. So how did you get started in triathlons, Gail?
I used to play England lacrosse for quite a few years, and I got to.
Oh, that's a rough sport, isn't it?
It's
lacrosse.
Physical, yeah. So my running fitness was good, and I just in the off season I wanted to keep my fitness going to do something different. So I started triathlon just for a bit of fun, and then when I retired from England lacrosse, I thought I'd give it a go.
Oh, you played for England?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. So I'd see how it got
story.
on.
Yeah.
So I'd see how I got on with it, and I did my first few without too much training, and what was only little triathlons, but came in top places, which was good. So I thought, I put my mind to it.
Sorry, I love little triathlon. it's a term like sprint triathlon for an event that's an hour.
Yeah.
There's not many sports, is there, where a sprint's an hour?
That's true. And so now I'm really trying to. I thought I wanted to try all the distances. So I qualified in a sprint Olympic and a long distance and now I know which I'm better at. That's why I specialise with the shorter distances. And with all my lacrosse base, my sprinting, my power, that's what I think I'm more suited to.
Yeah.
So
how most people find the swim very off-putting in terms of physicality, getting bashed about. It's probably nowhere near the physicality of lacrosse, is it?
No, not at all. The swim's the best bit. No, I don't. Yeah, not at all. Lacrosse is very physical. We've got lots of hands and fingers and head injuries. Yeah.
Right.
No, it's a good sport.
So Rich, keep out of her way.
I'm going to see her at the start line. I'll just go that way.
Yeah. Okay, so look, you guys are very resplendent in this lovely matching kit. So do you want to tell us a little bit about that? Because I'm sure the viewers are thinking, USN, what's all that?
It's been from South Africa, founded there about 10 years ago, I think it was. and it's been massive. It's now they're like #1 nutrition, and it's only the past few years they've come into the UK. That's it. Well, speaking a bit there over the top, and they're really looking at making a big drive into the endurance market. They've got a lot of bodybuilders and strength athletes. So they've got sort of 2 divisions. They make really good stuff, and it's definitely helped me with like in that step up. You know, 'cause I'm now training a lot more than I used to, and recovery was an issue. But now that I've actually got access to proper nutrition, I'm able to do sort of back-to-back big days in the course of a week. Yeah, it's definitely helping me.
Definitely, with such a huge variety of,
Okay, so you guys are ambassadors for USN, is that right? So
Yeah.
tell us about what that involves then as you go around your racing. Is it just about wearing the kit?
It's about promoting. You know, it's not like a hard sell trying to sell the brand. It's trying to make people aware that it's out there, and they're really keen on educating people about nutrition. And one of the things they say is that they would rather if someone got a product that was right for them. If it's not USN, it's someone else, and that's fine. They want people to have good nutrition for their goals. And you know, they do such a broad range that people tend to fall into it. And it's from my point of view, the products are clean. You know, you get certification saying that it's been tested. There are no banned substances in it, so you know you can take things safely. And with all the WADA testing, it's an important thing to know. So if I turn up to a race, do well, I get a test, I know that nutrition's clean and there's nothing in it. And that's the way things go. I think for me that is important.
What about for you, Gail? You're a pretty looking girl. Is your job there as the token blonde, or are you a bit more than that? People are going to think I'm really sexist here, but you need to know I'm from Yorkshire. We just say things how they are, and everybody will be watching this thinking, yeah, I bet she's just there because she's pretty, and they want her to be on the photograph.
It's all about promoting the products, and obviously with my clients and my profession, they're interested in the nutrition that I'm using. They're interested in using better nutrition.
Yeah.
I like using the products, and I want to sort of help my clients as well get the right nutrition for themselves. So no, it's about working together, isn't it? As a team. And
so how did they choose you? Did they just pick you up? Did they just come along and say, hey, you're a good triathlete, you're doing really well? Or did you have to fill in some sort of application form and then go for an interview? Or was it just because you knew the managing director?
It wasn't. I approached USN directly because I'd seen the products and Gail's picture in the magazine. And I thought, it's the nice pose that she pulls. Yeah. And I thought, they look like a good company.
I want to be like her.
Well, that's it. One nice blonde hair. So I phoned them. I met one of a guy called Carl who deals with all the athletes, and we had a good talk about results, goals for the future, and how USN would be able to help. And after a long chat and a few coffees, he said, "Would you like to be an ambassador?" And for me, the products, I've tried products before that really cause sort of digestive issues in races, and a lot of athletes have something that they love one but hate another. But I'm looking at the stuff sits really well, and for half Ironman easily, it's great. And I got off the bike at one race, and I've never felt so fresh in my life after a 90k bike. So I was like, it's wonderful now. I feel like I'm not doing anything. Yeah. So to me, it's made a massive difference.
Good.
Definitely.
And how about you, Gail? How did you get the gig?
I met USN. I did one of the races at Dorney Lake, and I won it. And then I used some of their recovery products that they had on the stall, and I got chatting to them then, and took it from there really. And I was just off to Budapest to do the World Championships for my age group, so they said they'd help me out with that. They gave me some help with nutrition, and same with Rich. So the products that they've suggested and I've been using have been brilliant, helping with the digestive system. Some haven't agreed with me, and the USN products I am using have been brilliant. Yeah.
Okay, so we've probably just heard the announcements there that we need to exit the building fairly soon. So perhaps we should wrap up the interview. Tell me your #1 goal for the year, then, Rich.
Number one, I just want. First, I'll try to start Mallorca. I'd love to get. I'm going to say top 5. I'd love a top 5 result. Top 10 would be amazing still, but yeah, top 5 would just be that'd be great. That'd be season achieved, and then later on in the year, Challenge Henley. So they're my the two big goals for me this year, to get good places in both of those.
Okay.
See how it goes. Fingers crossed.
Gail?
And for me, it's to qualify for the World Championships in New Zealand and get a good place, top 5 would be amazing.
Yeah, so the World Championships are in
New Zealand.
Yeah, what time?
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, in which month?
So again, in October.
Right.
I think it's October time, yeah.
Yeah, okay. So that'd be nice then, just to head off over there as the summer's ending here.
Yeah, perfect. Yeah.
Great, okay. Well, you can, I presume there's more than just the two of you then in the team?
Yeah.
There's a big bunch of triathletes now. There's a couple of Xterra athletes, Graham Wadsworth, who's quite well known, Andy Chatterton,
A few younger ones.
Emily McLaughlin, who's sort of
just gone professional as well.
Yeah, she's going to be doing lots of Super Series. Lisa Picton, who's done well, been to Hawaii, hasn't she? I'm sure there's someone else I'm forgetting. Bethan Fowler, who did well at Ironman UK last year.
So you're going to be all around the country, long distance, short distance, everywhere
all
you
over
look.
the place.
There's going to be these blue and white tops confronting you. You two tripping people over them.
Oh yes, throwing bottles at them.
Throwing bottles at them, right. So if you're out at the races this summer, be sure to look out for Gail, be sure to look out for Rich, give them a cheer of encouragement if you can. Thanks very much for coming, guys. Thank you for enjoying the show.
Thank you very much.
Keep up the good promotional work. So from me, Simon Ward, thanks very much for watching again, and we'll be back soon with another interview.